Today's show is brought to you by AppJobs. AppJobs is a site that has freelance work, but it's not the typical web design, web creation type of work or digital work. It's things like doing delivery, teaching, being a handy person, driving, cleaning, blue collar kind of work that I know some of you do. Again, I'm going to have a link in the show notes to appjobs.com, and I hope you find it helpful. And now, let's get going. Episode 2078 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. I'm called the Big Game Hunter. It started when I did recruiting. I used to hunt down leaders and staff for organizations and did that for what felt like 100 years. Now as a coach, I help people play big, and the metaphor of big game hunting works nicely for playing big and landing a great role. Today's show is one about, avoiding the black hole, to put it bluntly. Avoiding being in that situation where you're trapped in the technology and can never get out. Hope you find this helpful. Please give it a great review. Please, please, please. I really appreciate it. I haven't gotten a review from some of you folks before. It would be really nice. And we'll be back in just one moment. Great Resumes Fast is one service I've been referring people to for resumes for years. They're a terrific premium resume writing service. Great work, fast. So if you need a new resume, use the link in the show notes. They will take good care of you. So again, Great Resumes Fast. That's who they are, and that's what they do. And today I'm here with some very simple, very direct, no BS job search advice that involves no BS resume advice. Hey! So let me talk with you today about resumes. And the point I want to make is, for most of you, what you're doing is submitting a resume into an applicant tracking system, a talent acquisition system in bureaucratic language. What these systems are all designed to do is, number one, accept the resume. Number two, be searchable. Number three, satisfy federal reporting requirements. And number four, make it easy for onboarding should you be fortunate enough to be hired. Now, the important thing from your standpoint is that this is your entry point into an organization. And when firms are looking at these resumes, excuse me for moving the camera for a moment, when firms are looking at resumes, what they're doing is they're searching for the particular keywords that are relevant for a job search. So again, your resume has to demonstrate a fit. But more importantly, unless it follows certain conventions, the systems reject them. So the one legendary thing is people seem to insist every once in a while on sending a JPEG. They want to use a PDF. They embed the header in Word, that is that area where you can embed something at the top or bottom. Well, these systems are unreliable in reading them. And because of the federal reporting requirements, you know what firms do? They delete them because they just have to give accurate information to the government. And do you think they're really going to sit there and retype all this information? Of course not. So use Word. Don't use an embedded header. These systems will take text files, but who wants to go through it? If you don't own Word, that's the way you have to work with it. But you want to have a resume that demonstrates a fit and is used in a file format that these systems like. If you want to have a pretty version of your resume out there, it's okay. Put it on a website. You can put it on Tumblr or any number of other sites and make it SEO optimized. You can use a PDF in those formats. And the idea becomes very simply that attractive version of your resume, SEO optimized, will attract people to you for years to come. So my reminder to you, my advice to you is Word files, keyword optimized for the particular job that's being recruited for. Really very simple. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, I've got a lot that's in the show notes that will help you. Go there, take a look at some of the things I highlight. I know it can help you with your search. But I want you to do one thing for me, and that is put in your phone thebiggamehunter.us, Jeff Altman, my name. And when you need help, when you need advice, when you have a question, come over to the website, go exploring in the blog, contact me for coaching or because you have a question. I'd love to help you. In the meantime, I hope you have a terrific day, and most importantly, be great!